I'm Dave, we're at Gentlemen and Rouges Club and I'm about to cut Dan's hair. Okay, so all we're doing here is removing weight at the moment. I'm going to clean up the tapering a bit. So just removing weight for now. Putting in a baseline with the two around the edges. These clippers, sometimes as well, if they're not oiled or not adjusted right, they struggle through thicker hair. So the cordless range are good and they're great for fading, but not the best clipper for removing bulk. So a corded clipper is normally better for that. So we've got a number 2 now, all the way around. We've established the baseline. With the weight, when you've got a weighted haircut like this, it's best not to. I'm going to work down to about a 1.5 on the edges, but there's no point in putting a line in with a 1.5. You can just literally blend down the grades. Here I'm looking for that shape around the back, number 2, trying to create a nice even weight line that I'm going to blend out in a minute. Just going to outline, I'm going to taper the sideburn, but I'm just outlining the haircut at the moment. I'm just clearing out. When you've got white skin and dark hair, you get a really nice line there, but you just got to make sure it's nice and clean, because it really does show up any hair that's left. So I'm not going to work the top of the hair yet. We've lined it, and we're going to blend up here, and we're going to blend the back. This doesn't look great on every haircut. It's only because it's such a contrast that it looks really nice. So it's worth putting a line in. Normally I just work down the grades. Okay, so we're going to blow this out now.
Can I have my drink jar? Of course,
Okay, so I'm going to take a 0.5. So it's the lever's open now, yeah? We've got 0.5. I'm just flicking out. It doesn't matter so much that this line is straight, because I'm trying to fade the hair, so the last thing you want is a really, really straight line that kind of shows where you've faded. You want it to be blended. So drop that down to 0.25, so that's half closed now. We've gone from there to there. And we're just going to knock out about ½ an inch under where we put the 0.5 line in. Right, now I'm going to drop it all the way down to a 0. That's the one. Okay, so we're going to a 1.5 now.
They're taking a photograph of a roof, but the roof, they're making the bed.
Okay, we're going to go from a 1.5, so flicking the 1.5 up. Again, we're going about an inch above that line, that 0.5 line. Okay, then we're going to drop it down to a 1.
Surprisingly affordable. It's not surprising when you look at it.
And again, we're just going a little bit lower than we did with the 1.5. You can hear when it's cutting as well. Okay, we've got 0.5 guard. Yep. And we're going to go 0.75. So we've got it fully open. And we're going to drop it halfway. And then we're going to go just below the 1. We're not looking to remove that weight there. We're just going slightly higher. Okay, then we drop it down to a 0.5, so fully closed, and that's going to remove that last bit of bulk. Pull the skin taut as well. Right, we've got a 1.5 guard, 1.5 guard, and we've got it half closed to 0.75. This is going to remove the bulk at the top. Okay, then we're going to drop it down to a 0.5, 1.5.
If I would do personally, I would go on Airbnb, look for the random type of area.
Last bit of weight we've got. We've got a number 1 guard, and we're going to drop it to half closed. So we're working back down again almost now. And that's just going to take out any weight there. And I've dropped it down to a 1 again. And I'm just picking out those last bits. And that's a real nice blowout there. And we're just clearing up. Okay, now we can work on the rest of the haircut. So we've got sideburns here that we're going to taper. Starting with a 0.75.
How long did you have your beard for? Because that mustache is just as old as the beard one.
Beard I would have had for about a year and a half. Went clean shaven for a little and then I had a beard for a couple of years.
Yeah, it's epic, man, that is.
Yeah, it's good.
Beast. What kind of wax are you using on it?
It's called Firehouse Tacky.
Okay.
I've got some. I've been through Boundaries. Used Captain Fawcett as well.
You've used a few.
Yeah, this one's the best though for this length.
Well, it's hard. I find it's really hard to get it to not look clumpy.
Yeah, well, this Firehouse one. I haven't got it on me today. It's in the back of my van, but it's tacky, so it gets a strong.
Is it grey?
No, it's brown.
Alright, I got a sort of a pasty one with grey. And it didn't melt down like most waxes do.
I find like if I don't put wax on it, the ends go all curly and see they're
Yeah,
not.
but you only got a moustache. For me, just beard, I don't
Tight,
like.
yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, that looks cool.
So all we've done, it is a number 2 up here, all the way around. We've just tapered the edges out so that it's nice and blended and smooth. It's not like a harsh transition. Okay, so you want to keep some of the length on the front, yeah? But just take it so it's not out your eyes, or do you want to take, what kind of height do you want to take it to? Just above the eyebrows, or?
I usually just put it back, or so it goes over, or if it's just.
So it's coming back like that.
It depends. Like sometimes I'll have a layer, or sometimes it'll just be curly and messy.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, it's like about an inch off or something. Like
Sweet, man. Okay, we're splitting the hair, and then we're going to pull a section down from the bottom.
And I said to the travel agent, that my bags go automatically. I think so.
We're going to cut the guideline in around the head.
They said where it's such a short section, they should go automatically.
So we're keeping an angle towards the top of the eye here with the hair. When it's been cut into that angle, yeah? And now we're going to follow it around. So we're going to take another section. I'm going to keep the angle of my fingers the same all the way around.
Yeah, we hold down, yeah. So heat in your room. What is cold in your room is outside.
Okay, so we've worked a section from the top. Now I'm going to take the fringe, and we're going to take about an inch off, yeah?
Yep.
Sweet.
On air.
Okay, so we've cut from, we took a section across, and we've cut all of that side. So now we're just going to follow around, because the movement's towards the forward, it's the front of the head on this. Sorry, I can't get my words out. The movement's towards the front of the head on this side, so I'm going to just pull around and cut in that direction. If you pull forward here as well, you won't expose the recession area. Okay, we're going to dry that off now, and then we're going to blend from the top of the hair to the fade. We don't want that to be completely straight, So a little bit of texture there is good. Now we're going to work around the whole trim, 7-inch scissors, and we're going to try and blend out on the way up any excess weight. We've got a little bit of a dip there where the hair kinks, changes direction. So I've got to just make sure that I'm really careful with the scissors around there. This isn't a skin fade, as everybody will rightly point out. This is just a blend. So it's a 1.5 at the lowest point, it's a 2 at the top. So we're just taking sections, wrapping them up, and just cutting just the top. That's going to add our texture. They can be random or they can be uniformed. I like random, as long as they're evenly random.
Okay, so you do it, yeah. And then you do it last as well. I think what it will also do is encourage.
What I'm doing here is just clearing a couple of hairs.
Eye. Did you know that? Did not know that. 6 muscles in your eyes.
Just using the heel of the blade, just to clean around. Okay, so I do like this styling round, and this is Tree Ranger.
So instead of doing a forward bend and using this area, you encourage to
It's got a nice scent.
do it. So you tighten the top of your legs and you do it from the floor.
Smell like forest, mate.
Smells like a forest, mate. Alpine.
Have you said that to us?
Good, man.
Never seen you in there.
That's what I wanted it. How does it feel?
Best Luigi I've seen for sure.
Okay, and that's the back. That's what we were working on at the back. See that like drop with a burst? Just looks really clean.
Yeah,
Okay,
nice one.
cool.
Luigi, aka Dan, happy?
Very happy.
Beardbrand is a premium men's grooming company with products not only for your beard, but also your hair and body. Do yourself a favor and head over to beardbrand.com and take care of yourself. Or you can stick around and watch a few more of our awesome videos.